This is Spurs' trophy cabinet, but it's empty. That's right, Spurs haven't won a trophy since 2008, and it's not like the club haven't invested a lot of money. They've had players like Gareth Bale, Harry Kane, yet the club's trophy cabinet has been only collecting dust. But today, that changes, because I'm going to become the manager of Spurs, and my goal is to fill up that trophy cabinet and make Spurs the best club in England. Now, I've been given a 3-year contract by the Spurs board, and they want me to win a domestic cup, a European trophy, and the Premier League. It's been 16 years since Spurs last won a trophy, so this is not going to be easy. Here we go. We're starting off season 1 as the new Spurs boss. And look at my drip, guys. Those shades go hard. And actually, guys, I've got to thank Ange Postecoglou, because he's actually built up a really good team for me. We've got players like Christian Romero, Van de Ven, who's like the fastest centre-back in the world. There's no Harry Kane, of course, because he's moved to Bayern Munich. But we do have Heung-min Son. And honestly, man, just for his sake, I want to get Spurs some trophies. He deserves it. And honestly, we're gonna build our team around him. Oh, and I love to see this. We're getting backed by the board 108 million. But there's also a transfer rule we're gonna have to follow throughout this video. You see, Spurs aren't the kind of club to sign the world's best players, because let's be real, nobody wants to join them. A lot of great players lately have just used Spurs like a stepping stone. So yeah, in this video, we're not gonna be allowed to sign any players above the overall of 84. We're gonna have to do what Spurs do in real life, make great acquisitions, develop them, and build a trophy-winning side. It's not going to be easy, but hey, that's why I'm here. Okay, in my first season, I need to first establish the kind of football I want to play with this Spurs team, and I don't like this formation Ange Postecoglou's been using, the 4-3-3. I don't think it fits the players, so I've come up with a 4-2-3-1, and I think this really works. It gets the best out of James Maddison, who's going to be like our playmaker. We've got Heung-min Son with the complete freedom to attack. CDMs is maybe a weak spot we've got. We could do with some signings there, but the rest of the team, I'm really liking this. Also, guys, if we want to bring silverware to Spurs, we're gonna have to be brave, aggressive, and that's the kind of defensive approach I need. Maybe a bit of inspiration from Hansi Flick. We're gonna have a super aggressive defensive style. To get my tactical system across to the players, I'm gonna be hiring some coaches. All right, guys, now it's time to focus on thinking what we need in this team to win trophies. In the first season, we are gonna be competing for 2 domestic cups, the Carabao and the FA Cup. And honestly, look at our team. If we get lucky with the draw, we could win it. The Premier League, I'll be honest, I don't know how we'll compete with Man City and even our North London rivals, Arsenal. That's going to be really challenging. But don't forget, we're going to be in the Europa League too. And the board only told us to win a European trophy, so the Europa League would count. But yeah, winning that too is going to be a challenge. But regardless, to win trophies, what this team I think needs now is a way better CDM, as well as a goal-scoring striker. I don't rate Dominic Solanke that highly. We've got Richarlison, but is he him? I don't think so. If we can sort out these 2 positions right now, I reckon we can get Spurs fighting for trophies. I would love Bruno Guimaraes. He would just fit in our team perfectly. There's more than enough quality with him, but he's 85 rated, so we're kind of not allowed to sign him. But we can sign someone like Morten Hjulmand, 80 rated CDM, but I know he's got a lot of potential. If you guys have been following Sporting, they're actually an unbelievable team, so this guy has got talent. Plus, the last time Spurs had a Danish player, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, he did pretty well. Do you know what? I might be able to figure out a swap deal here. Bissouma's 27 and 80 rated. I don't mind getting rid of him because we've got Sarr. Bentancur can play there too. Archie Gray's a top tier talent. So yeah, this is what I'm going to try out. Can't believe it. We're just going to be paying 9 million plus Bissouma. And with that, we've secured the signing of the Danishman Hjulmand, the first transfer of my Spurs era. Okay, I just checked. Hjulmand has had experience winning trophies too. He won the league with Sporting last season. That's the kind of experience we need. Okay, this is probably how I want to set up my midfield. I know it sounds insane trusting Archie Gray, but he's 18 with no chip on his shoulder, and I think if we can get him to grow in his overall, he could turn out being absolutely insane. But now on to probably the most important position of this team, the striker spot. We need a goal scorer. Truth is, you don't win trophies if you don't have a number 9 who can bag you goals in every single game. To be fair, even that wasn't enough for Spurs because they did have Harry Kane, but we need a player at least that can give us those kind of numbers. I don't think Solanke is him, but maybe another Sporting player, Victor Gyökeres, could be him. Incredible stats. I know he's been linked to Manchester United, but if we can swoop in now, it will be perfect. He's also 84 rated, which means we are allowed to sign him. Oh man, he's got a release clause. We definitely can't afford that. It has to be another swap deal, guys. Maybe putting in Richarlison, but nah, I kind of want to keep him because he's got that X factor, you know. Off the bench, maybe a bicycle kick or something. You never know. know he can do that. I think I'm gonna put Solanke in this deal. Chuck in maybe say 35 million. I don't know if I'm overpaying, but if we can get this to work, could be insane. Okay, they do want 40 million, but you know what? I need Gyökeres for my team. And look at Heung-min Son. He's so happy to see a striker like Gyökeres join the team. We've pulled off this incredible signing. It's now time for Spurs to dream about winning silverware. It's now time to put our team and tactics to test, but in the mighty Carabao Cup. Allow it, man. I'm gonna focus heavily on the Carabao Cup because realistically, it's our best chance of a trophy in the first season itself. And already Gyökeres has gone through. No way. First chance and first goal. Bro, he is insane. 5 minutes and Victor Gyökeres gives us the lead. Gyökeres once again causing problems. What a back heel. And Sonny gets the job done. I know it's only the Carabao Cup, but we've got this team playing good football. And this is why I've taken the Carabao Cup so seriously. We've made the semi-finals. This is the best chance we've got at starting off with the trophy, getting that domestic cup done. But you know what? Halfway through the season, this Spurs team is also in a title fight. We're only a point off Man City, and that's only because we've honestly set our team up brilliantly. Look at new signing Victor Gyökeres coming in with 14 goals already. We've got players like Madison doing the job. Vicario's growth has actually been insane too. But I think the star so far has been Heung-min Son. 20 goals so far from the left midfield. Oh, but his contract's expiring too. I thought renewing Heung-min Son's contract was going to be easy because he's such a loyal player. But this time, Son had demands. Boss, I'm entering the final stages of my career and I still don't have any trophies. I really don't want to retire as a trophyless player. And I've got offers to join my buddy Harry Kane at Bayern Munich. So I'm considering not to renew my contract. Wait, hold up, Sonny. You're the captain. If you leave, that'll crush our project. What about if we can win a trophy this season? Will you stay if we pull that off? Because trust me, we're building something big here at Spurs. Okay, boss, you win a trophy, I'll sign that contract. Okay, guys, we need to win a trophy because convincing Son is a priority. He's 87 rated. Because of the transfer limit rule, we can't sign a player like him. And I'm already building this team around him. To be honest, we are looking good in the Carabao Cup. Europa League 2, we should be able to get out of the group. And we're in the mix for the Premier League 2. I really think this team can win a trophy this season. The first step, though, is making the Carabao Cup final. And thankfully, that wasn't too difficult because we crushed Norwich. This is it, guys. The Carabao Cup final. We're up against Liverpool. It's gonna be tough, but if we win this game, we can end Spurs' trophy drought and begin something special here. Of course, it'll also enable us to re-sign Heung-min Son. This is huge. I have told the Spurs kitman to clean up that dusty trophy cabinet. We're bringing home our first trophy. Mo Salah's coming at us with everything he's got. How did he escape the challenge? He squares it for Elliott and Liverpool take the lead. Are Spurs about to do a Spursy here? Nah, man, we're not giving up. It's only 1-0. We can barely keep the ball right now. This Spurs side has not risen up to the occasion. We need a goal from somewhere, and maybe someone like Gyökeres could get it. He's running down the wing with a lot of pace. Still Gyökeres goes for goal, but it gets blocked. Liverpool are too good. Gyökeres could get us back in this one, and Gyökeres! That is why we paid the big bucks to sign him. Okay, but let's not get carried away. We've only leveled things so far. Liverpool are too good, man. What are we supposed to do there? Darwin Núñez puts us on the back foot again. Just 20 minutes left on the clock. We need a savior. But there's no savior for Spurs. Another final where Spurs bottle it. We gave it everything, man. But there's still something missing to take this team over the line. I feel bad for the Spurs kit, man, because he wasted his time cleaning up our trophy cabinet. It's gonna keep gathering more dust. We've now made it to the end of the season. And no FA Cup because we got knocked out on pens. Europa League 2, Real Sociedad knocked us out. Premier League, we did really well finishing second, but again, it just means no trophies. I mean, this clearly shows that what we're doing currently with the Spurs team is working. The team is playing well, we're scoring goals. It's just that when it matters, we're not able to get the Spurs team over the line. But don't you worry, we still have 2 more seasons to figure things out. I feel we're on the right track with the team getting better. Gyökeres scored 33 goals this season. Madison was unbelievable, and young Archie Gray played a big part, going up to a 77 overall too. But about our top scorer, Heung-min Son, it is time to say goodbye. We made a deal with him, guys, and we couldn't fulfill our end. That is why I really wanted to win a trophy this season, but we couldn't. And so Heung-min Son on a free contract is joining Real Madrid. Don't know where he's gonna play, but fair enough. I can't believe we're gonna have to go through season 2 with that Heung-min Son. It's gonna be a whole different challenge replacing him because he was so good for us last season. And honestly, if he would have trusted us for maybe one more season, maybe we'd get him those trophies. But you know what? Can't fault him. So many years at Spurs. He deserves to win those trophies at Madrid. But you know what? I genuinely still feel if we replace Heung-min Son well, bring in maybe a bit more firepower into this team, I don't see why we can't win trophies. And by the way, we need to, because only 2 seasons left before my contract expires. Good thing is the board are backing us with another 220 million. I think that's the Champions League money coming in, plus Heung-min Son's wages being freed up. But don't forget, we still have the transfer rule. We can only sign a maximum 84 rated player. That's kind of why I didn't want to let go of Son. But what's happened is happened. Time to look into the future. And I think Anthony Gordon could be exactly that. He's playing at Newcastle, 83 rated, fits everything we're trying to build. He's not going to be as good as Son. No one will. But 24, lots of room for improvement. Had to overpay a bit, but we've got him for 60 million. Gordon's never going to be able to fill in Heung-min Son's shoes, but I think it's a really smart addition. But also, I'm thinking we still need more attacking firepower. Kulusevski's good. But last season, I didn't see him bring any sort of magic. It was all Gyökeres and Son. And I think someone like Mohamed Kudus could bring back that X factor. I mean, we've lost out on Heung-min Son. We need a player who can bring that kind of magic. He's 84 rated, so fits our criteria. And there you go. The deal has been closed for 70 million. Kudus is joining Spurs. Okay, the team is now looking really good. Gordon and Kudus should bring in a lot of firepower. But can we still push for trophies without Heung-min Son? But this wasn't part of the plan. We've been knocked out in the Carabao Cup by QPR. I mean, last season, this was our best chance at a trophy. We still bottled it. But this time, we get kicked out in round 3 itself. Halfway through the season, and we're not really in the title battle. It's Man City and Man United going for it while we're kind of fighting for top 4. Champions League 2, we're 15th in the league phases. What's gone wrong? I think we are feeling the impact of Heung-min Son's departure. Gyökeres is still scoring goals, but we're not getting any goals from the wings. Maddison has had to step up big time. That's why he's got the armband too. Mohamed Kudus, you've let us down. Just 1 goal so far. We now play Chelsea in one of the early FA Cup rounds. Both the Premier League and Champions League look hopeless for us. If we get knocked out here in the FA Cup, it's going to be another trophyless season for Spurs. Might as well just sack me after that. And as expected, Chelsea put us under a lot of pressure. Yo, why are our players running into each other? Where's the chemistry? It's halftime and I can clearly see we're nowhere near as good as we were last season. Son was really the player that kept this team together. Now we're going to just have to find a way without him. Maybe if we knock out Chelsea here in the FA Cup, it could be the start of something special. But we got to first figure how to do that on the pitch, because so far we've not created even one chance. Pedro Porro cutting it back for Gyökeres. It's always him. You can always rely on Gyökeres to deliver. And it's full time. We just about knock out Chelsea. At this stage, we needed a bit of luck. And talking about luck, we do get some easy draws in the FA Cup. But of course, in the quarterfinals, we get Arsenal. It's time for the North London derby. And you know they would love nothing more than to ruin our chances at winning a trophy. We cannot have Arsenal crushing all our hopes for winning silverware this season. We've got to figure out a way to beat them. And okay, Mohamed Kudus, finally we're seeing how good he can be. Waiting for a bit of movement. What a ball for Anthony Gordon on the volley. That's in. We're finally seeing our new signings combine, and to do that in a North London derby, it's exactly what we need. We've made one defensive mistake and let Arsenal through. It's Kai Havertz now, and this feels harsh. I thought we were the better team. Chance on the breakaway. I'm going to find this one into Gyökeres. Can he do something from here? He misses the shot, but he takes it again and it's in. Victor Gyökeres. How does he keep doing it? With that, we've knocked out Arsenal from the FA Cup in the Emirates as well. And this completely changed the complexion of our season. We've somehow climbed our way back into the title race, just 1 point off City. But we've also made the FA Cup final. And it's a rematch against Liverpool. These guys beat us in the Carabao Cup last year, but we're taking the more important FA Cup this time around. No, Liverpool have gotten in behind. No way, it's the same story again. Vicario, big save. It's halftime, guys, and Liverpool have been all over us. I think the Spurs kitman's efforts are going to go wasted once again. The trophy cabinet is going to still remain dusty. No way, in the 90th minute. No. I can see what's going to happen. Romero, he saved us there. And looks like this game is going to extra time. If this game goes to penalties, you know it's Spurs' luck. We're not winning. 120th minute now. It's the final attack of the game. We're going to try and square this one, but nobody was in the box. Penalties is going to decide whether Spurs can finally win a trophy. Gyökeres is going to take our first one. He's a striker, so I'm hoping he can bury his. And he missed. No. I can already see where this is going. McAllister scores his. No way James Maddison misses, man. Come on. He's good at these. There you go. I'm depressed already, boys. We need to make a save, and Darwin Núñez does not miss. Mohamed Kudus, come on. Put in a good penalty. There you go. There is still hope. Vicario just needs to make one save. One save, and he's giving us that. Pedro Porro, put everything behind this. Put everything behind this. There you go. It's all on you, Vicario. I know Trent could miss.
Nope.
I know I went the right way. It's now basically sudden death. Anthony Gordon, put this one in. Come on. Gravenberch, I bet he's feeling the nerves. He's feeling the nerves, and Vicario with the save. I cannot believe it. Spurs have finally won a trophy. Oh, my days. A 15-year-plus trophy drought, and we've put an end to that. But this is just the start. We've ticked off the domestic cup that we were required to win. We still need to go for both the Premier League and the Champions League. No way. We came so close, but we've lost the league by 1 point. That is crazy. Champions League 2, it was Man City that knocked us out. But you know what? It's still been a mighty impressive season to finally win that trophy, and look at how good this team is now. Gyökeres still delivered with 36 goals. Anthony Gordon did a great job replacing Son. Maddison, as well as captain, led from the front. Next season's going to be my final year as the Spurs boss, but I genuinely feel we can win both the Premier League and the Champions League. And if you guys believe we can do that, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel. It's time for my last season as the Spurs boss, and to complete this challenge, we now need to win both the Champions League and the Premier League. The truth is, we've actually come quite close in the last couple of seasons, and now we've got rid of the curse as well by winning our first trophy. I'm confident we can do it. Honestly, our team right now is absolutely incredible. We don't need to change anything, really. I still want to keep trusting Archie Gray because he's doing a great job there. He's still only 20, and I think he's going to grow a lot this season. But there is one transfer we can make, because you see, last season we did lack a bit of firepower in the attack. Gyökeres carried with his crazy goals, Anthony Gordon too, but I think to win the Champions League and the Premier League, we need something more. And there have been reports that Heung-min Son is tired of being on the bench at Real Madrid. Look at this, guys. His contract's expiring and Madrid don't really care about renewing it. I kind of knew this was going to happen when he joined them. There's no way he gets game time. But guys, he's dropped down to an 84 overall, which means we are eligible to sign him back. I'm looking at his stats and it's still decent. Do we actually do this, boys? Bringing back Heung-min Son? I know he's not going to be playing every single game for us because he's 34, but I think when he's on the pitch, he's going to give everything. The prodigal son returns. Heung-min Son is back to being a Spurs player. I'm hoping he can guide us to winning the 2 important trophies that are left. We've made it to halfway through the season and we're top of the league. 2 points clear of Chelsea, but we've got a game in hand as well. But that game in hand is sadly the North London derby. But if we win this, I think the trophy is ours. This is a Spurs team on a completely different level. Heung-min Son back from his spell at Real Madrid, doing what he normally does for Spurs. This is emotional, man. Gyökeres brings that down really well, and he could end this game right here, and that's exactly what he does. Tottenham continue to march towards that Premier League title. And it's not just the Premier League. We've knocked out Leverkusen in the round of 16, through against Chelsea in the quarters. We've knocked out AC Milan. No way. We're gonna be in a Champions League final against PSG, 2 teams that have never won the Champions League before. Look at the season Gyökeres has just had. 51 goals. Anthony Gordon as well. Maddison too as captain. Heung-min Son chipped in with whatever he could coming off the bench. But I'm wondering, was all of this enough for us to win the Premier League? Yes, boys, we did it. 6 points clear of Man City. Spurs have finally become the best team in England. That's the 2nd trophy we're adding to our cabinet. All that's left now is the Champions League. It took us 3 seasons to build this team, but I think we're ready to bring home the trophy. Okay, wait, guys. That's not the Champions League. Now that Spurs finally have a chance to win it, did they just change the trophy? But guys, it's still gonna count. Let's go out there and win that Champions League. By the way, Spurs actually recently did make a Champions League final. It was 2019. But they lost to Liverpool. We can't lose again. And just as I say that, PSG have a chance with Frankie de Jong. Good save. Oh, and now it's Bradley Barcola with an opportunity. Vicario again. But this is not good. We're being put under tremendous pressure, and PSG finally score. Being a goal down in the Champions League, it's the worst possible start. But we've got Gyökeres who strikes one, but it's saved. Anthony Gordon, and he's the one to get us back in it. The Trophyless curse is gone. Spurs now know how to win a trophy. We're not backing down against PSG. Oh, Dembele's coming at us with everything he's got. Vicario's having the game of his life. Gyökeres, again, so much power. This is what he can do. Just burst through the defense. Gyökeres, but it's saved. Ooh, that was a rough challenge. It's getting heated. Thankfully, it's only a yellow card. I see Gordon making that run. Madison, of course, can't find him. Anthony Gordon, he's broken through. Go on. Angle his stuff, and that's why the keeper saved it. Oh, wait. They've made a big mistake. And Anthony Gordon, no. That would have been the funniest goal in the Champions League final. Do you know what? We need some extra firepower. I'm going to put Gordon on the right and bring on Heung-min Son to play on the left. Oh, this could lead to something. Anthony Gordon looking for Gyökeres. Oh, it's offside. I thought we had won the Champions League there. We could still win it, though, as Madison gets the ball. James Madison. Oh, it's a beautiful finish in the 88th minute. Madison with the goal. It's full-time, boys. Spurs have won the Champions League. In my final year as the Spurs boss, we did it. But yep, our goal at the start was to win a domestic cup, a European trophy, and the league. And guess what? We did it all. Now, if you enjoyed this video, click here to watch me manage the worst club in FC 25.